So why do you think Mandela and them wanted to speak? Why do you think Mandela and them wanted to speak in the court? Why did they want to state their case? Why didn't they just say, no, we don't want to recognize this court?
Okay. I
We're
think
gonna
they
take-
want.
she-
Sorry.
No, you start first. And then I'll come.
Okay, no, I think they wanted to explain that, like, all of the sabotage things that were happening, was not their fault.
That's true.
Though they admitted that they were members of MK.
Yeah.
They wanted to voice their anger, and they wanted to show that they were not satisfied by the way that they were treated.
What do you mean they were treated?
Yes.
So, at least?
So the people.
How the people were treated,
Yes.
all right?
Yeah.
So they wanted to expose the system of apartheid to the world. And they wanted to set a record, because they may have been sentenced to death, but they wanted to leave a record for future generations to pick up and struggle. Right? So when people like me got to read that statement from the doc of Mandela, it just made you want to do something, right? So the question is that they wanted to do that. They wanted to show people that they weren't cowards, or that they weren't so radical. They were so radical that they didn't care what the people heard. You know, you get people who want to be so radical that they don't care whether people hear or not. Or they don't consult with people, they're just radical themselves. Does that make sense? So, it's a vital thing to remember about the Rivonia tribe, that they chose to speak and they chose to use apartheid criminal law to speak on behalf of African people, on behalf of oppressed people. They used the law to expose the system. And using the law to expose the system means that you're going to pay a price. So if you honestly state your case, you can lose your freedom or you can lose your life. I've stated the principle. I just want to recap. They were charged under the Sabotage Act. They were charged under the Suppression of Communism Act. Those laws were used to take leadership away from communities and from people and the liberation movement, the freedom movement. Then, when they went to court, they chose to speak. They chose to speak in two ways. Mandela making a statement from the dock, which couldn't be cross-examined, from the dock, and Sisulu, Mbeki, and others, Katrada, being witnesses who could be cross-examined to show that they're not scared of being cross-examined by the state.